All right, good day, everybody. This is Z Marcel Batu. Welcome to another edition of the original Free Kick. In this edition, we are going to replay the presser of Atlanta United manager Gonzalo Pineda as the team prepares to face Charlotte's on June 2nd. We are recording this on June 1st, 2024. Hope all of you are well out there. It's a Saturday afternoon. Literally have the Champions League going on right now, the final between Dortmund and Real Madrid. I wanted to sneak in and get this recording in and for all of you to listen to and watch and view the presser from Gonzalo Pineda as the team gets ready for Charlotte's match tomorrow. As always, to follow everything that we do, go to the mothership, to sportsinquirer.net, premier site for news and notes in the world of sports. You can also go to our social media platforms on Instagram, Twitter/X, and Facebook. Just look us up on there under eMarcel2 or Sports Inquirer. And then finally, you go to our audio and video providers such as YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and much more. And once again, just search for us at eMarcel2 or Sports Inquirer, and you'll be able to find us. As I mentioned, we are going to now play the presser from Atlanta United manager Gonzalo Pineda as team gets ready for Charlotte's the match tomorrow on June 2nd. And he starts off recapping the Miami win earlier this week, including Almada being named captain for the match. So let's get right to it. Enjoy.
Up on Wednesday, but Thiago was captain. Why did you name him captain, and how do you think he did?
I think he did very well. He's been part of the leadership group. He's been one that's been part in there. No shocking. I could have chosen maybe another 2 or 3 that were in my head that are being very good leaders. I just felt that it was special for Thiago. He had those skills on the field, on taking the weight of the game and always wanting the ball. And he's kind of a soccer leader on the field. So I felt it was the right decision. He did very good. It was very good for him. He felt a bit more confident maybe. And I think the others respect him, which is very good.
Was it also, I don't know if he needed more motivation, but something maybe to motivate him just a little bit too?
A little bit of it. Was, of course, a little bit of that. I knew, captain there with Messi, all these things, like it was important for him. But the team comes first at the same time, so I felt like that was helping the team. So it was more for the team. We needed Thiago feeling positive, feeling with some positive vibes, and we know what he can bring when he's like that. He did an amazing job. But I have to say the others too, because the others, I talked to some of the others that could have been captains, and they were okay with that. They were team comes first. That's it. Great mentality. I have a great group of leaders there, so everything fine.
Will he be captain on Sunday, Thiago?
Let's see if he starts, maybe. Let's see.
And well, since you brought up starting,
Okay. We'll see.
Brad and Josh. Josh had a good game. Will Brad be back in the starting lineup on Sunday, or
you will see. You will see. Be patient. Be patient. I preach about patience. And I know. It's a difficult skill to have, but in my job, I have to be patient. I have to see everyone. I have to see everyone how they recover. Still 2 days after the match, some guys start to feel a little bit tight. Some others maybe tomorrow. So I have to check for everything. Of course, it was a great performance. One of the best so far in the year in terms of the team cohesion, team understanding, team behaviors, team sacrificing for each other. It was really good. So we'll see. I have plenty of players available now, which is a good thing to have. So aside from Tyler, I think I will have everyone available. So that's good news. And yeah, I would say.
how did Josh do though? Overall, his performance?
He did very well. I think in terms of commanding the box, error tools in there. I think there was one very good that actually was a foul on him. Wasn't called. But I think he did very well in terms of commanding, but also he's a Boca leader. So he communicates a lot, whether he's on and off the field. He's vocal. He really beats the back line as well, which is a quality that probably just after watching multiple games now, he can really handle that, which is a personality that I like. So I think it was very good. I liked the action in the first half where it was kind of an early crossing. He went very bravely to press Luis Suarez. and it was a great save. It was an offside first, but the action was great, was very brave. So I like those actions. He did.
And his distribution, I think I can remember only one just misplayed.
Yeah, player from the back. I have to say also that we were training always player from the back, player from the goal kick in a backline of 4. With a backline of 3 changes slightly the process, slightly. But I have to give him a little bit of a break there because we didn't have time to practice that side of the game a lot. But for example, the first goal comes out of player from the goal kick. The third goal, it was a great play, collective play. Starting with him, finishing with the 9. Perfect play.
And since you brought up the back 3, are we going to see the back 3 again, the 3 center backs on Sunday?
Be patient. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to, rush the decision just because also, are all the center backs available? Are they, fit to go again in 3 days? How they recover? Maybe yes, they are available. Derek is coming back from a long-term injury. Let's see how everyone recovers, and after that we'll make a decision.
So Arlette's going to approach the game obviously in a very different way than they're in Miami. What would some potential drawbacks be to using a back 3 against a team that plays against the ball much more often?
Yes, I was just telling the players that the game plan wasn't like we were just in that super deep low block and then from there breaking. That wasn't the idea. Of course, the game manifested like that just because, you watch the game, Messi, Luis Suarez are always in this offside position, 3-4 yards, and they play with that cat and mouse game that of course they're Messi and Luis Suarez. You have to pay attention because if Taylor runs in behind, then they're automatically onside. So then they were a bit extra cautious with that tactic from them, and then start to push us back. I was challenging them, like, in the future, if we continue with this formation, leave 10, 15 yards maybe ahead, and we don't give them too much opportunity to be around the low blocks. That would be my preference. And still, we can, once we're in that solid block, have better cues to be aggressive, regain the ball, and then the transition action is a little bit closer to their goal. We don't need to go 70 yards sprinting forward. Then at times our lines are broken, feel like 2 teams, 4 attacking, 6 defending, trying to compress the space because we are so deep. So then I said, no, maybe what if we are back of the circle, 10 yards behind the back of the circle, very good transition, we just have to sprint 20 yards the back line to be compact again. So some things like that. But I would say that the game as it was manifested, the kids did very good. They did amazingly. They understood how to block the inner passes aside from the ball. Probably we blocked most of those passes, so we put pressure on their midfielders in that area. And it was a very, very solid performance. I was shocked by the amount of chances we had. And after watching the game, probably I forgot 3 or 4 that during the game I probably lost some of those actions or lost in my mind. But then after watching, it was like 10 clear chances against a team like Miami that is very dominant. I think it was a good outcome.
Shande did not play in this game. Is he still working his way back from injury?
No, it was just the decision. I felt that I needed another characteristics for the transition moments. I felt like on the right side, Salah was a bit tired, and then I felt like a player like Edwin with his pace was really stretching the back line. It happened. He created a couple of chances. And then when Thiago was tired, I felt like we needed to defend a bit more on that side. And I chose Ronald just because of those skills. And also Caleb was sprinting a lot in that game. So I needed someone that can also at times be a wing back. And if Caleb finishes higher, he can be the wing back and defend it well. So no, Shad is well. He's training very good. It's just I felt like, the options that I needed were others. But yeah, he's always in my mind to be a starter coming from the bench.
It's such a long season. You guys play so many matches. And any win, I know, in the league is a big one, but in the immediate aftermath of that win, did it feel any bigger just because of the opponent, the long winless streak to get that one? Did it feel any bigger, at least in the moment, when you guys got that win?
Yes, I would say yes. I think the moment of the season for us is not easy. I cannot say that we're already past that. We are still in the bottom of the standings in our conference. That's not good. we need to keep going. We need to keep fighting as we are doing. But I think it was a good reward for a team that was fighting and playing good in so many games. And when you do very good and you don't get the reward, frustration comes and lack of confidence comes. And what I love about the team is they were very resilient. That is, again, without confidence, without training that back line of five, without practicing many things, with a lot of kind of pressure and negativity around us, they were able to put that performance of fighting, running, chasing, pressing, all together, putting the talent on top, scoring 3 goals, creating so many chances. At the end of the game, I was actually frustrated because I felt like they can just go on the corner and look for, wasting a bit of time in there, a little bit in there, because we were under pressure, and they decided to play possession game on the field at 15, 20 passes and going for the next chance. So that's, I always talk to them about tough mentality, having personality. It felt bigger because of that, because of the moment of the season for us wasn't great, and they came up with that outstanding performance. So I'm very proud of them.
How do you kind of build off of that now, though? Can you make it almost like a turning point in the season with this win?
I really want to do that. I hope I can find the right words, the right connection with them individually, collectively, so we can make that big victory a turning point in the season, and we can, in 3-4 months, we can come back to remember Miami. That was important. That's where we came back to. I hope that happens, but in order to do that, we have to be focused on the present. We have to be focused on today the recovery. Tomorrow we'll focus on the preparation for the game, and on Sunday we'll be only focused about Charlotte. And that was the challenge to them. We did great, guys. We can all see how many positive things we did. The challenge is now, can we repeat it? Can we be consistently in this level? So I hope they are up to the challenge and they can perform the same way.
He's got to win on the road, so now how important is it to finally have that at home?
Massively important, especially because we haven't won in a while, especially at home. And again, what I said after the game, I was so impressed by the amount of fans who were there in that corner behind the goal. And I was moved because also before the match, our bosses came in front of our fans and they were cheering for all of us, and they were just showing us so much support that I think inspired the whole team. That inspired the whole team. So now, in front of another 40,000 of our fans, where I think they deserve to have some joy this summer. So I hope we can bring that time.
So I've asked you, we've talked before about the importance of Derek and Stian at the back and getting them healthy, but can you explain just kind of nuts and bolts exactly what, especially Derek, what he adds and what he's actually doing to help the teams? I know when you signed him, you said you got like a pretty deep kind of tactical discussion about him. That kind of shows the his interest in the game and kind of how he sees things. But can you explain exactly what it is? Because a lot of times it just gets couched as he's a veteran, he's got experience, but what is it actually that he's doing?
Well, it's just, it's hard to explain all the little things that he does, but for example, communicating how close is the next center back to him, for example, to Stian. He was constantly guiding everyone around him and in front of him who was their man, which wasn't easy because of the mobility of so many players in front of them. At times it was Messi and Suarez, at times it was Rojas, at times it was Taylor on the side, Jordi Alba wide, and he was the one kind of filling all those distances in between the unit that help us when they receive the ball. We are on top of them, leading the center mids and telling them how to shift over, which passing make block, leading when we have to compress the space, and then the individual tools, which just goes naturally here. He's impressive. We win a lot of just presence because of his size, because of his aggression. He goes to challenge the ball. So actually just having someone that wants to be close by just because he's him, the same with Stian, Ram, and they get this vibe of I'm gonna go. That's the vibe that Derek gets, that is difficult to explain to people. But it's part of experience, it's part of that, is his size, his aggression. And the other thing that I really like, which we addressed on the film, was the way he started the goal. He's so composed, he just stops the ball all there, wait for them to press, and then as he attracts the opponent, he's manipulating the space from the center mid. Hey, that's a gap that is, you see, this guy moved now. That's a gap that they come, and Tristan was able to receive the ball, turn, and play with that. And we started from there on from the field.
Okay, we're back. So that was Gonzalo Pineda previewing tomorrow's matchup against Charlotte and looking back on the victory over Miami. As always, to follow everything that we do, head to the mothership, sportsinquirer.net, for your news and notes in the world of sports. You can also go to our social media platforms on Instagram, Twitter/X, and Facebook. Just look us up under Sports Inquirer or Emar Silvertooth. And then finally, you can go to our audio and video platforms to like, share, and subscribe to our content. And you can go to places such as YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and more. Thank you for listening or watching this edition of the Original Free Kick. Until next time, good fight, good night, and be safe.